What's good? My name is Charity Crawford. If you live in America, there's a 99.99999% chance that you have never voted for the President of the United States. Every 4 years, there are only 538 people that actually vote for the President. You are almost certainly not one of them. So that thing you do in the voting booth every 4 years is not you electing a president. That is you participating in the Electoral College, which is a completely unfair, non-democratic system that we use to select the people that will select our leader for the next 4 years. It's a winner-takes-all system. That means whichever party has most of your state's votes gets all of your state's electors. That being the case, if you are not part of your state's majority party, you might as well stay home. According to Politico.com, there are only 11 states that will determine this year's election. As for the other 227 million people that live in the other states, your vote is completely irrelevant because we already know which way your state's going to vote. And even if you do live in one of those 11 states, again, your vote is completely irrelevant if you are not a part of your state's majority. So yeah, if you think all of this is completely unfair and stupid, it's because it is. Let's be clear. America is not now, nor has it ever been, a democracy. America is a constitutional republic. That's why the Pledge of Allegiance says, "And to the republic for which it stands." The forefathers designed our country this way. In an actual democracy, the citizens would directly vote for every single decision that was made. So like before the Iraq War, for example, there would have been a huge internet poll that might have said, should we go to war? Check yes or no, and whichever had the most votes would be what we do. But in a republic, we select leaders that make all these decisions for us. Now don't get me wrong, a republic is actually a very good idea, because in a true democracy, every decision would always go to the majority, which would suck. Like let's say, for example, we had to vote on issues about race. Well, since our country is 64% white, those decisions would always go in favor of white people simply because it's more of them. So it makes sense to have a republic so that the leaders that represent us can be a little bit more diverse than the population itself. That's pretty cool. Except for the fact that we don't do that at all. Although our country is 64% white, our Congress is 80% white. Although our country is 51% female, our Congress is 80% male. And although 13% of our country is not religious at all, 92% of Congress is Christian. We might as well be in a white male Christian dictatorship. Oh, I'm sorry, a rich white male Christian dictatorship, because although the average American income is $51,939, the average net worth of a congressperson is $1 million. In fact, there are only 9 presidents ever who are worth less than $1 million, and like, barely. So the point is, democracy is supposed to be about the people. Well, the guys that make the rules in this country don't reflect we the people at all. The fact is, if you are not a rich white Christian male, then the people on Capitol Hill cannot relate to you. Like, you think they understand poor black Muslim woman concerns? Like, of course not. This ain't no democracy. What you mean? We can't really be mad at Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton for being so aloof and not being able to enact the policy that we need, because they're worth $1 billion and $45 million respectively. Like, they have no idea what it's like to be a lower class citizen, or even a middle class citizen, or even a regular rich person, because they are filthy rich. So how can we fix all of this? Well, we probably can't. The richest president ever was George Washington, who was worth $525 million in today's dollars. That being said, being ruled by the elite is literally etched into the foundation of this country. But there is something that we can do. What we can do is realize how powerful we as citizens still are. There is a direct correlation between intelligence and success. That being the case, if we want to expand our middle class and eradicate poverty, all we have to do is expand our knowledge and eradicate apathy. If you know anything about anything, it is your responsibility to teach someone else that knowledge. Start a community outreach program or an after-school initiative that teaches empathy and concern for others rather than triggering. You do not need a degree in education to teach. I dropped out of college, and through these videos I've educated more people than every teacher I ever had combined. If we want to have a perfect utopian society, that can happen. The only thing we need is more knowledge, more empathy, and more faith in ourselves. We have the internet, people. 90% of everything there is to know about anything can be found right on that phone in your hand right now. You are literally a Google search or a YouTube search away from infinity. Teach someone, love someone, and remind someone that they are limitless. After that point, the world will heal itself. I love you.